Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Iowa State Cyclones taking on the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense takes the field. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Beck. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity.
He's off to the races. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This offense knew coming into this game it was not going to be easy throwing against this defense. They're at the top of virtually every major statistical category when it comes to pass D, and the quarterback just found out the hard way, throwing a pick on the opening drive.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He leaves it with his back. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Now facing a 3rd and long. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Offense gets set for 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Cyclones are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll immediately call timeout. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Houston.
Smith wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cyclones! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Now the play fake. Turns it loose. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Now on third down for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Cougars are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so the 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Leaves it with the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Power football with the run. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Smith wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass on second down. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 15 over Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
We'll get it started here in overtime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And incomplete on the deep ball. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
That makes the score Iowa State 10, Houston 7.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Handoff from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They haven't gotten much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these 2 teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. But where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game, decide in overtime, crushing loss.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,